There are moments in life when humiliation doesn't explode. It freezes. That's what happened to me. It was my mother-in-law's 60th birthday dinner. Big family event. Private room at an upscale restaurant. Long table. Assigned seating. I arrived 5 minutes late, work ran over. When I walked in, everyone was already seated. And that's when I saw it. My seat, the one between my wife and her mother, was taken. By him. Evan. The friend. The one she told me not to worry about. He was sitting comfortably in my chair, jacket off, wine poured, laughing like he belonged there. My wife didn't look surprised to see him sitting there. She looked surprised to see me. That's when the temperature in the room changed. I stood there for a moment longer than necessary. Nobody spoke. Her mother cleared her throat awkwardly. Someone tapped a fork against a glass. But no one addressed the obvious. My wife finally said, too casually. "Oh. I thought you might not make it." Might not make it? I had confirmed 3 times. Evan half smiled at me. "You can take that one," he said, pointing to a chair at the end of the table. The end. Away from her. Away from the center. Symbolism doesn't shout. It whispers. And this one was loud. I could have reacted. Could have demanded my seat. Could have made a scene. Could have embarrassed everyone. Instead, I did something quieter. I pulled out the end chair. Sat down. And smiled. Not fake. Not angry. Just calm. Because the moment you show rage, you lose leverage. Dinner continued. Conversation flowed around me like I wasn't there. Evan told stories. My wife laughed, the kind of laugh I hadn't heard at home in months. At one point, he leaned toward her and whispered something. She touched his arm. In front of me. In front of her mother. That was the moment I understood something. This wasn't accidental. This was positioning. Testing. Seeing how much I would tolerate. So I stopped tolerating. Not loudly. Strategically. Halfway through dinner, her mother raised a glass to give a speech. She thanked everyone for coming. Then she said something that shifted everything. "I'm grateful to have both of my daughters here, and my son-in-law." She looked directly at me. Then at Evan. The room stiffened. Because in that one sentence, lines were drawn. Titles matter. Evan tried to laugh it off. "Oh, I'm just the emotional support guest," he joked. I stood slowly. Lifted my glass. "Family titles matter," I said calmly. "Especially at family tables. No aggression. No accusations. Just clarity. And seats usually reflect that." Silence. You could hear the air conditioner. My wife avoided eye contact. Her mother's expression hardened, not at me. At her. Because suddenly the situation wasn't a joke. It was disrespect. Public. Visible. Documented in everyone's memory. After dinner, in the parking lot, my wife finally confronted me. "What was that about?" I looked at her carefully. "You let another man sit in my place." "It wasn't a big deal." "It was," I said quietly. "Because you knew exactly what it meant." That's when her confidence cracked. Because this wasn't jealousy. It was boundary. And boundaries expose truth. A week later, we had the real conversation. The one we'd been avoiding. Emotional affair? Yes. Physical? She swore no. But here's what I learned that night. You don't lose a marriage in one explosive moment. You lose it in small tolerated disrespect. In jokes that aren't jokes. In chairs you allow someone else to occupy. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I told her calmly. I won't compete for my own seat in my own marriage. And I meant it. Now we're separated. Not because of him, but because of what that dinner revealed. Respect isn't about dominance. It's about recognition. And when someone else feels comfortable sitting in your place, it's already been empty for a while.